Your weekly pint of sports juice, presented by the Keys Leisure Centre Preston. Eat, drink and bowl at the Keys Sprawl Arcade Bar and Bistro. Let's go, lads. I've got the conundrum of all conundrums for you.
Food related.
Go.
Present or past, if you had to choose one captain for your AFL team, who would it be? And it can't be the current one.
Does it have to be
From your own team?
No.
From your own team?
No.
I'm probably going Scott Pendlebury or Nathan Buckley. Oh, geez, that's hard.
Right?
Michael Voss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen play, I thought.
And as a leader.
In terms of, with my own eyes.
He never backed down a contest.
No. Yep.
Was a bit lippy.
Yep.
So he intimidated the opposition. Yeah, Michael Voss.
So who would you go from Richmond then?
Best captain.
Best captain.
I've only seen
Trent
one
Cotchin.
premiership captain, so Trent Cotchin it is.
Oh, Maxwell's pretty good for Collingwood too. He was a good captain. And look, underrated player if you ask me. I don't know. That's too hard. I like them all. I like them.
I got 3 Melbourne players and 1 outsider. Nath Jones.
Yep.
Dave Neitz, just because, my goat.
Yep.
Brad Green, he's a great leader.
Brad Green.
Yeah. Him as captain, I thought he did really solid.
Mm-hmm.
And Bond.
Yep. Hasn't won a premiership yet. Although I guess
Yeah.
most of those Melbourne players haven't won a premiership.
None of those
not
captains he said.
Not as captain.
True.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was going to say, none of those captains that you
Yeah.
mentioned won a premiership.
Mm.
The leader.
Oh, yeah. He was.
He was
a
a real
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he was.
Speaking of,
And a nice guy too. Like anytime you go ask for a photo, because he's at his brewery. We've met him at the Great Australian Beer Spectacular.
He was
a couple of
fantastic.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just this genuinely nice guy. He was just to talk to.
I was actually going through, I was at mum and dad's the other night. I was going through some of my old stuff that I hadn't brought over to the new house. And I actually found my very first David Neitz signature.
Mm-hmm.
It's at home. I'm going to put it up on the wall and stuff.
Oh, keep that.
Awesome. Yeah. I got it for Christmas and it was like, to Sam, have a great Christmas. David Neitz.
Because most games as captain, most
Yep.
goals for a D's player ever.
Yep.
Got some worth in that.
It does indeed.
All right, boys. There's an elephant in the room here. The Socceroos. Go on,
Elephant?
let's-
That's hardly an elephant, mate.
Well,
It's
we
not
haven't
the
even.
right
We're
expression, I think,
sports.
Pete.
No, the elephant means
The golden egg of the room.
yeah. The Socceroos. We're
It's
going
not-
to
it's
cover.
not, it's not just me right now either.
We're going to cover all the World Cup stuff after we do a bit of footy stuff. But how good was it?
Oh, you're gonna
Right,
be proud.
2 o'clock. Everyone was watching. I
Four-
don't know. Were
four
you
mil-
watching hooky or you were flicking between the Richmond game?
I was flicking, but until once Richmond were non-competitive, it was on to the Socceroos.
The Socceroos. It was unbelievable, the defensive effort of the Socceroos, and just to see a lot of my City boys doing pretty well as well.
Big impact.
They did.
Connor Metcalf scoring the second goal,
Yeah.
and Connor Beach,
Patrick
Beach, sorry.
Patrick Beach.
He killed it. He did a
Oh,
real job.
unbelievable.
what a gutsy selection in the first place, considering the captain of the squad, Matty Ryan, who's going to become the record holder for most World Cup games for a Socceroos player.
A lot of people out there said it was a gutsy selection, but us Melbourne City people knew exactly what we would get from Patrick Beach
Oh.
because he's been doing it for 2 years.
Oh, he's a bloody good
Like
keeper.
he has been literally if you don't watch the A League and you only watch the EPL and then you watch the Socceroos and so you don't know the A League that well. He's been doing that for 2 years
True.
for Melbourne City. Melbourne City would not be competitive without him.
Mm.
So unbelievable. So it was a surprise selection, but in terms of performance, it wasn't a surprise for
No.
me.
No, it's very
No.
good. And then Irukunda, we question whether or not he will start because
Yeah.
he's been coming off the bench in the friendlies, but boy, oh boy, the impact he had.
Yeah.
That goal he scored, just the pace, the touch, then the finish. It was world class.
It was. So we'll talk all about the World Cup after we do. What is this called again? Pack of Premiership or something?
What is
Pack
this?
to
What is
Premiership.
this
Pack to
called?
Premiership.
Pack to Premiership.
Hey, I haven't been here for half of it, so
You've been on the phone every
Yeah,
time.
you've been part of it still.
You've been
I
building
mean-
your squad.
I was cooking and eating dinner every
Oh,
single
That's
time.
true.
So, Sammy, what are we doing tonight?
Alrighty, so this is night 2 of our drafts.
Yes.
We all get 3 selections based on our randomizer that we have here, courtesy of wheelofnames.com. Sponsor us, please. So without further ado, pick one will go to.
Come on, me. I
Three-
need it.
3 more
I
plays
need it,
tonight.
please.
What?
Oh, no!
Stay, yeah.
Hooky again. That can't. No, not
It's the
allowed.
luck of the
What do you-
draw. It's a
It's
draft
not
lottery.
allowed.
It's a lottery. It's a draft lottery.
No.
But a draft is meant to be fair.
Peg, can you quickly,
No.
please, can
No.
I have a look? You know what?
What do you want to have a look at?
You know what? No. Keep it.
No, I'll go.
Oh,
wherever
no.
you want.
Oh, so
No,
I'll-
the
I'll-
okay,
I'll-
no, sorry. You can click off the backs. My player's in there.
I'm going to go for.
I'm just going to get
I want a bit
now.
more pace in my team, and this
Oh,
guy
Okay.
and was one of the quickest players in the competition, and his brother is still one of the quickest competition at his veteran status. I'm going from Fremantle, Mr. Stephen Hill.
There you go.
Ooh, not the worst.
Yeah, I like that.
Not the worst selection.
Thank you, sir.
Very
All right.
nice. All right, let's spin that wheel. Who comes up next in the draft? What do you need, Sammy? Hopefully not a defender, because that's what I need.
It's
Peter, you're up.
Hey, Harry Taylor's mine.
Mm.
very good
to
All-Australian
me.
quality defender.
Sorry?
Look at my big.
What'd you say?
I said,
Harry
give it to me.
Taylor.
Followed by look at my big.
Look at I got some pretty big defenders there. Harris Andrews, Harry Taylor, Luke Hodge, Alex Rance.
Mm.
That's stopping any big forward line there.
right, Sammy, who you going?
What do I actually need? I do need some more backs. So I will go backs. I need some pace off half back. I'm going with Adam Sard.
Adam Sard. He was my next.
Yeah.
I was getting him next.
Yep.
Where he played better footy, Essendon or Carlton?
I think Carlton.
It was pretty even, I would have thought. I
Yeah,
probably,
I'll give
if
you
I
even.
was to pick one, I'd probably say Carlton. I think he had more of an impact there.
Mm.
We're still going, but he's probably not a regular like he once was.
Yeah,
No.
correct.
But back then he was a gun.
Alrighty, spinning of the wheel again.
Oh, I need a forward. don't
Round
I?
2
Don't
goes
need
Oh.
to
You're Samuel.
myself. I'll
So
probably,
me.
I'll probably need some more mids to come off the bench.
Yeah,
I
so
reckon.
should I go the mids? Still a bit up there.
Yeah,
Still
there
a
is.
little bit up there. I should take out.
That's forwards. There's so many mids.
You didn't take Bradley Hill. It was
No, I took Stephen Hill.
Stephen Hill.
Um,
Ooh, meatball's still there.
Ooh.
There's some nice midfielders very much still left in there.
Brad Hill, Stephen Canelio,
Is Lockie
Brad-
Whitfield a
Brad-
midfielder or a
Brad
back?
Crouch.
Oh, it's based on the card.
Yeah, it's based on the card.
Damn, I would have gone him. I don't need a big.
Um,
Harry Taylor's a good pickup.
I'm going Tom Mitchell.
Tom Mitchell,
Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medalist. Yep. Collingwood Premiership player.
Spin.
Sure,
that-
gets a second
Pick
draft.
2.
Oh, here we
In the second round.
It's you, Pete.
It's me.
Yep.
I need a forward, and there's not that many forwards left. So, does Jack Zeeble count as a can I pick him as a forward?
No, it's based on the card.
Really?
Yep.
He played up forward towards the end of his career.
But if you
Mate,
keep-
we're drafting from 2018.
if you put him on the bench, you can be more of a utility.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me just check the forwards. Yeah, I think I've got it. I'm going to do that. I'm doing that. Zeeble.
To think you chose for Solo ahead of Zeeble in the first place last week.
Well, I didn't really look at the mids, and I know I forgot that they actually go on your bench. So, I mean, could have gone side bottom because he's a bit in the forward line too.
Very true.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Well,
We
Jack Zeeble.
Oh no, sorry, mids. Sorry, my apologies.
and while you're at it, I'm just going to go down, press you up. 3-time premiership player, made an instant impact.
Hang on. Slow down.
All right.
Slow down, mate.
So next week is the week
Next
where
week is
You
we'll,
cut 2
we'll
players.
drop 2 players and we'll have a finalised team.
See you later, Alex Fazzola. I already have side bottom.
Yeah, but remember, some of these cards are replicas.
Yeah. Who'd you pick?
I got Jack Zeeble, North Melbourne. He could be very last right there. I can actually see. I think he's
Yep.
last. Yeah.
Because it's based on alphabetical order.
Fair.
And Dion Prestia, the meatball.
He's a mid, yeah.
He's a mid.
Yeah. Dion.
Josh Kelly and Dion Presser in this draft.
My team is
Dion.
thumping both of your teams.
Shut
to
up,
be
mate.
honest,
Your
Shut up,
team
mate.
is like
it is. Look at
there's
it. It's
no
stacked.
pace. It is slow. It is just
It is a bit slow.
cumbersome. Well,
Doesn't matter.
It's quality, isn't
Alice is fast. off the
Dion.
halfback.
Dion, thank you very much.
So
Alright,
Jack Zeebel's got a
so-
bit of pace.
Oh, Jack Stable pace.
A little, well, not towards the end of his career in the prime.
Oh,
Fazolo's side bottom in his prime.
Alright,
He was
we
Collingwood's best runner.
have
oh
Sammy.
Sammy.
Myself for round 3.
Oh, we're doing a third.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, I already know who I'm dropping, so do I work around that? I'm gonna have to go forward.
Mm-hmm. Get the forwards up for you.
Ooh.
Um,
Oh, are you looking for a small forward?
I need
pace?
some small.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's one player who's I'm staring on the spreadsheet right you in the eye,
I'm sure you are, mate, but it's a big spreadsheet.
and he's one who played for your beloved D's as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same.
Well, you're thinking Jeffy Garlett.
Well, I've got him already, my team.
Well, I'm tossed up between him or Lewis Jetta.
So it's again. I know he's classified as a forward in the cup. He was more of a winger. I want to say Lewis Jetta was a goal kicker.
Hmm.
I mean, Jeffy Garlett wasn't. He was. Yeah, he's not really a goal sneak, really, is he?
But is that the Essendon Lewis Jetta or the?
West Coast?
Yeah, so I'd say he's more of a wingman. But
No, I'll go faithful. I'll go Jeffy
you
Garlett.
on Jeffy Garlett.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty, pick 2, round 3.
Well, it's me. That's
Mr. Andrew Hook.
all right. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah, what do you
geez.
need? Forwards. The forwards are very light on.
They are.
Very,
It's the-
very. It's
the
too
sma-
light on.
It's the smallest slab.
Well, I'm thinking I might give Neville Jetta the tap on the shoulder and drop him. So I need an extra defender if that's the case.
Oh yeah.
So can I please go the
Backman.
backman sheets? Thank you. You know what? Just because he'll probably have a good after party nightlife. Zach Tui for the Irish connection.
Tui.
Zach Tui,
Get a
please.
Guinness up, yeah.
Get a Guinness up, yeah. Premiership player, beautiful kick of the footy.
Not Cam Guthrie.
No, but Zach Tui, very nice use of the footy.
Zachary.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm thinking of going Whitfield, but surely off the bench, I'm allowed to play him as a defender. Like I guess if he's on the
Utility.
bench, he's on the bench. Give me Lockie Whitfield.
Lo-
Always.
Sorry, say that again, mate.
Lockie Whitfield.
No, you're with you.
It's just we
Give
have
me the
people
back.
listening, you know. We think.
Yeah, well. He's mids. Sorry, I'm looking at back still.
Yes, he is mids. Like I said, my team is absolutely thumping.
It's not.
Thumping all of you. Look at
not.
my midfield is stacked.
Every midfield stacked.
Pendlebury.
How many Brownlows have you got? Okay,
Bontempelli.
this is an interesting comparison. How many Brownlows have you got in that
Oh,
midfield?
there should be a few, but
But
there's
how?
not.
No, but how many have you got?
None.
None.
Mate, I got Lockie Neal. He's got 3 alone.
Two.
2.
And you got Dusty. There's
And I got
another one.
Dusty. I got
Bartel.
Nat Fife. There's 2.
Bartel one.
I'll say, how many players do you have that kicked over 1,000 goals?
Exactly. I have Lance Franklin.
Oh, do you?
No, I don't.
I've also got Jesse Hogan. There's another.
Well, he's not kicking 1,000 goals.
No one is anymore, Pete.
No, probably not.
Don't forget, I got Anthony Tibbenwoody.
Yep, he was
Tibbenwoody.
okay.
He was a football
Did
player.
you actually pick him up?
Yeah, he's dropped. He's getting dropped. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That was a shit pack. Alrighty, that sums
All
it up, I think.
That's it. So next week we're going
Next
to be
week
delisting
we'll-
2 players from our squads, and
Yep.
that'll be our final 22. Or should it be
Alright.
only one though? Because it's squads of 23 now. You realise,
That's true.
so maybe only
It's
one
true.
player gets a little
Yeah,
Little
right. Stuff.
tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, all right.
done.
All right, let's go to the AFL. Of course, another bye round, so not as many games to get through. But we go all the way back to last Thursday night. The Western Bulldogs took on Adelaide. It wasn't a great
Wow.
Thursday night
Oh,
game. Let's
man.
be honest. Western Bulldogs 9 goals, 10-64 to Adelaide, 19 goals, 7, 121. It was all over after the first quarter. This one,
This could
9
have been.
goals to 2 goals.
This could have been
the
a
first.
hell of a lot worse than what it was. I'm just glad.
Again,
I'm just
yeah.
glad Footscray woke up
Was this the best performance Adelaide for the year?
Was
at Marvel. Yeah,
for me, well, it is their best performance. It was almost flawless in that first
Oh,
quarter.
first
Everything
quarter.
they tried
Oh.
came off. For me, it's more, are we looking at the Bulldogs? Because they've had a pretty good run recently. Is this an outlier game, or are we thinking they're just not quite as good as
I
what
think
we
they're
thought?
not quite as good as what we thought. To be
I
honest,
don't know.
I think they're between 5 to 8, and I think this game sums it up.
If they get a good run, they could make fourth.
Their defense is not strong enough.
Yeah.
Their defense is
I
just
think
not good
just
enough.
like-
compared
I
to the
think
rest.
they found the flaws in their defense. That's why they had a ripping first quarter up forward.
Well, big filthy. Come back first game,
Yeah.
kicks 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah. And I also believe that I think their depth is starting to become an issue with all their injuries.
They had a pretty decent team on the park on Thursday night, but
yeah,
they still got a few.
Well, all their midfielders had good games. Richards, Kennedy.
Trelaw.
What?
Worst game
Don't worry
in-
about Trelaw. He's,
Worst
he's
game in
finished.
what 4 years?
They had to hide him in that third quarter. He
Yeah.
was on the bike.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
majority
yeah.
of that third quarter.
Yeah.
He's not playing next week. If
No.
or don't have a overall, he's not playing the next Western Bulldogs game.
No.
Rochelle had 4 goals. He continues his pretty good season. And now Adelaide have turned their season around, really, haven't they?
Oh,
With
and
good
then they've
run.
still got Rankin and Walker to come back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And this is off the back of Dawson. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Dawson has
that
been
first quarter.
absolutely unbelievable.
is he in Brownlow form?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 win. I know we missed a few games.
I think
but
now he's equal with Dacos at this point,
At the
and
top.
possibly Bailey Smith.
Yeah. Well,
They're going to be very
I
tight,
hope-
it'd be
tight
tight.
right now.
I hope he doesn't lose by a couple of votes, considering he missed what,
Missed
2
a
or
couple
3
of
games
Yeah.
with a family.
You
But
can't
at
situation.
this point of the season, how many votes do you think you need to be on?
I'd go
20?
20, yeah, 20, 22.
20. I reckon you could be high teens and be
Potentially.
leading at this
I think
point.
at the moment, probably
So
just.
he's at least got 3 to 4 best ons,
Well, he got the
and then
la-
he misses a couple.
he's got best ons the last 2 games. You
Yeah.
can lock that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, really impressive Adelaide. Their season, as you mentioned, is back on track. Can they jump into the top 4 by the end of the year? Are they going that well?
Without
Are they
knowing
top
their
4
run,
capable?
Let's just I can get their run up pretty quickly here if you want me to.
There's
get
still
that
the
up.
question marks on the midfield for mine. Do they have
Okay.
enough depth? I know Dawson, we know he's a gun. We know Rochelle and Rankin can play there. We know Berry's one of the most improved players in the comp.
Well, it's round 15 this week. They go and take on Melbourne at
Ooh,
home,
yeah.
so
6 versus 4.
winnable.
Big
Winnable.
game.
It's at Adelaide Oval, so I think they go in as favourites. Adelaide. Then they play Port, the showdown, so that's a win.
Port might
Well,
Port show up
always
for
a
those
showdown.
games.
Well,
So that's it. You
Adelaide
never
only
know.
won in the last 10 seconds
Yeah.
in that game a few weeks ago.
Can be a toss of the coin sometimes. West Coast
Should
that should
beat
be a
them.
win. It is over there though. Then they come up against the Suns at
Well, how
home.
they're traveling. That's a win for Adelaide. So that's
Yeah.
4 in a row.
Sydney at the SCG, probably a loss. Then Collingwood, that's a loss.
Win.
We move over. Yeah, probably a win over there. Although Collingwood
Well,
do
you've been in the
play,
final.
and Collingwood play the Adelaide Oval very, very well. So
Yes.
probably depends on how much
Who's
is
ava-
riding on
who's
the game
available?
for
Yeah,
Collingwood.
And who's
and
available?
injuries and
And injuries, yeah.
beat
At that
Essendon and they
They
beat
beat-
Richmond.
And
Yeah,
then
it's a
they
good-
got
it's a good
Fremantle, GWS.
So
Ooh.
there's probably only 2 or 3 games where you'd be like, Adelaide can't win or will
Yeah,
start heavy
yeah,
underdogs.
Agree. Yeah.
So
Other
yeah,
than that,
maybe
mm.
top 4's not out of the question.
Yep, I tend to agree. This is probably when we should start doing our ladder predictors, eh? About halfway through
Have
the
you still got
season.
Gold Coast top?
No, definitely not anymore. I think they're a bit
Definitely not.
fickle at the moment.
I don't. Well, I have Melbourne not in my bottom 6.
See, I said to you guys they'd be probably around 10th, and you guys, no. Anyway, we'll get to that.
All right, let's move
Through your
to
shoulder still don't you?
let's move to Friday night, and this
Oh.
is where we start talking about where are Gold Coast at. Geelong 15 goals, 15, 105 to the Gold Coast, 8 goals, 12, 60. Look, in Gold Coast defense, they got some shocking decisions, but at the same time, that's not making up for 45 points.
No.
Mm.
And they can see 7 goals on the bounce in
Yeah.
between the first and second quarters, and that was the game. Geelong were up by 5 goals in half time, and once you're 5 goals down at GMHBA Stadium, there's not much you can do about it in terms of making a comeback. But Gold Coast, they look like a team that's not happy.
Hmm.
You know, Hardwick's having a sook about the umpires, and yes, as you mentioned, the umpiring
It was
decisions
very poor.
was very poor. I think
Very,
it was
very
2 or
poor.
3 goals.
I saw
Geelong
a
got
couple, and
was stinky.
I normally defend the umpires, but I can't on a few of those decisions.
Oh.
I really can't.
But players, and we know there's a lot of talk about players wanting to leave. You know, we don't know about Ben King, Bailey Humphrey. You know, Bailey Humphrey, he's probably the one player who needs the biggest attention because his form. This is a guy that in that opening round where he kicked 4 against Geelong, everyone's saying, "Yep, the next Dusty, the mini Dusty." His form's been terrible.
You're listening to the same radio program
Yeah,
as me
yeah,
this morning,
probably
weren't
was
you?
this morning.
You brought up every single. Anyway, yeah, no, I tend to agree. Like, where's he at the moment? Like, is he wanting? Because if he wants out, don't those players normally perform for their contracts, Or has he already pretty much given his word to a team and his mind is elsewhere at the moment?
But Gold Coast have been very steadfast. We are not letting
Contracted.
players go who are contracted. He's got another 2
Yeah.
years.
It's true. It's true.
It's a real dilemma of a
And then
situation. At the
you think
moment.
about Matt Rao. I mean, he stayed because the premiership was looking like it could happen.
80% of the
and now-
toys that Dimmer said they had when he first came
Yep.
to the club.
Yep. So and Ben King hasn't signed yet.
Mm-mm.
This is the thing. Are they just crossing the T's and dotting the I's, or is he looking elsewhere? We don't know. And is this what's causing the unrest and possibly not performing as a team and not being a premiership threat?
Look, you're probably right. And we've mentioned this week after week for a midfield of Rao, Anderson, Miller, Petrarca. They're the last team in clearances. They're 18th. It just should not happen.
That makes me so happy.
You're not a fan. Oh, because Petrarca went there.
How about
so
Jared
happy.
Witts? He got dropped.
Yeah.
They've been
Well,
resting
Moyle's
him.
been going pretty well in the ruck.
This is the
for-
co-captain we're talking about.
No, I agree. I agree. He was in my fantasy team, which is not good. He was my number one ruckman and had to panic and get a few other ruckmen. But that doesn't. Besides the point. Look, I think that they're a mediocre side. That's where we have them now.
Yeah.
They're probably 8th on the ladder.
And they got
No
Hawthorn.
better than
And
6th.
they got Hawthorn next week. Well, this week
Well,
coming.
that's winnable though.
At home.
Yeah.
Well, they need a win. They got to get a big scalp for anyone to be convinced about them. How about Geelong? We talk about no Jared Witts. At the moment, they're playing 4 ruckmen, or they're playing 4 players who can play in the ruck. Blue Calves, De Koning, Neil, and the young guy Edwards.
And you wouldn't call any of them number one ruck.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll keep this going the rest of the year, or eventually, by the time the big stuff comes, finals, they say you are our number one ruck?
It's an interesting way to look at how the ruck can be done across the ground. Hey, because you don't have one ruckman just pretty much chasing the ball the whole time. You've got all these big guys who can go in and then do the center bounce. So you can really, I guess, unsettle some teams with your talls if you're rotating through those players all the time. At the same time, do you maybe want the number one? Or do you want the same guy going to the ruck all the time, because then it becomes predictable for your midfielders and they get used to working off your ruck. It's an interesting take.
To be fair, they never had a great ruckman, even when they won the premiership with Reece Stanley. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, very interesting to see what Geelong do come the business end of the season.
And what's killing me, Ollie Henry is back into some sort of form, which is killing me.
Why?
Because I loved him at Collingwood. I thought he was going to be in the next big thing, and
will
then he
be.
goes to Geelong. Well, he hasn't been that big yet, but he's playing well now this season.
And real quickly, no Tom Stewart. So for Geelong to win like that and concede only 8-9 goals or whatever it was, that's another feather in their cap.
Absolutely. So we move to Melbourne taking on Essendon at the MCG. Melbourne got the job done, as we all knew they would. 13 goals, 17.95. Essendon 6 goals, 14.50. Essendon weren't super bad in this game, but Melbourne just did enough to keep in front the whole day.
Second and third quarter,
got
they
the job
they played very well. Look, this is a good win considering we only had a 5-day break as well. We did what we needed to do, ticked the box, got a good win.
Cosy Pickett back in.
Well,
we
I
said
mean-
his form tapered off a little bit, but the last 2
He's back.
weeks he's probably got 6 votes as well in the Brownlow.
Yep.
Melksham probably becomes important now with no Brady Myercheck for the rest of the season.
Very quiet first half. Didn't exactly do much or contribute too much, but he was there at the very end of the game with some fresh legs, which was important.
Petty with a hammy as well, so there's more firepower up front.
It's awareness.
Oh, that's
It's
2 to 3
awareness.
weeks.
Yeah.
minimum.
So, I think Petty's actually, which is it's a shame because he's actually played very, very well. He led the field with most tackles. I think he ended up with 8 or 9 tackles for the game. So, that's awesome on his ends. Van Rooyen's still a frustrating player for me. He's still not contesting the way he's supposed to. But I mean, I think Gawn's back to his best as well.
He played very well.
That first goal he got was unbelievable. That's a on ballers goal, that one there. But I think he led out disposals up until half time. So he's back at his best. Cosy Pickett's doing what he does best, and we got the win.
And the 2 debutants in the mid-season draft, Cook and Fitzgerald, they look like
Fitzgerald's going to be
ready players.
unbelievable. He's going to be very good. He got overlooked in 3 different drafts.
really.
Yeah, so good to see him back. Oh, not back. Getting some field time, which is good. But unfortunately for who's the other player again? Cook. Yep, he's out with a fractured cheekbone.
Now, as a Melbourne supporter, I want to know how do you think this team's going to go? All right, you currently sit 4th on the ladder. Are you a top 4 team? Where is Melbourne going to finish? Because look, let's be honest. At the start of the season, I didn't have I had Melbourne bottom 4, maybe bottom 5, just because I thought that they had lost way too much experience. You did bring in a lot of experience though as well. I didn't quite look at that. I like personally, I don't think you're a top 14, but I mean your performances. You don't lose at the MCG.
Yeah, look, they're outperforming, or not outperforming. They are going above and beyond,
Over exceeding expectations.
150%, 3 times over. I don't think anyone tipped it for us to be where we are right now. I said at the start of the season, I think top 10 is doable with the list that we have. I think top 6 is a good aim right now. Top 4.
And you would have a pretty reasonable
Yeah.
draw considering the teams that finished in the bottom half last year normally get a decent fixture of the year.
Oh,
after.
our end of the season is
Very winnable.
doable, very winnable.
There we go.
I haven't had a look at your run.
You got to feel for Essendon though. Their best player probably all season, the BNF potentially Archie Roberts, who's one of the few young players who's actually built a decent career. Busted a shoulder, he's probably done for the year.
Look, we know where Essendon's at, but for me, they are the worst list, and I can't see it changing anytime soon because I actually don't think that their youngsters that they have got in are good enough. And I think that's what we're seeing.
Even their senior players aren't that great. Like you look at Kyle Langford, he's not
Zach Merritt,
well,
not B plus.
Darcy
He's
Parish.
a B plus.
Darcy
Parish, I agree.
Will Setterfield got the most disposals for Essendon on Saturday, but he's nothing
I think
more than
they're
an
going
average
to be
footballer.
pretty low for a long time. So then it's you go to the next question is who's going to coach them, and it's going to be a coach who can, I guess, win the supporters over. That look, we're in it for the long haul
James
here,
Hird.
and that's James
It's gotta be
Hird.
James Hird.
But I've heard whispers that Dean Solomon is putting together a pretty good resume.
Ooh, okay.
Our run home. So we've got Adelaide next week,
Loss.
Hawthorn, Richmond,
Loss.
North Melbourne, Geelong, Gold Coast, Fremantle,
Oh.
Port Adelaide, and Western
It's actually not as
Bulldogs.
easy as I
there's a couple-
thought it
there's a couple of
was.
tough-
Yeah, I know,
A
but
couple of toughies.
I think we're
Are they
capable.
at the G? A couple of the tough ones.
So Fremantle's at the G,
Richmond's at the G.
Geelong's at the
Doable.
G.
Not doable.
What, Geelong at the G is not doable for Melbourne?
Well, I just think
We're their mulligan.
Yeah.
The last 3
I'm just saying,
years.
like I think you can beat Fremantle at the G rather than Geelong.
Well, I
think
tell you
you've
what,
got more
that'd be a massive game for Fremantle
Yeah.
prior to September
Mhm.
to see if they're really
True.
worthy of the
Yeah.
top spot.
When's
We've-
that one being played? Let's go.
Fremantle,
Melbourne.
Melbourne, 8th of August, Saturday.
Ooh. So someone showed off the back. We could look into that. Yeah. Not a Saturday night.
Nah, it's a 1:15.
Oh, I like a day game.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But the Geelong Melbourne game's a Friday night, which I'm going to go to.
You're feeling a bit sick, I think, Sammy.
Prerequisite, yeah. But yeah, look, the Melbourne Geelong game's the day after my birthday, so I think I'll be going to that. So
Big.
Yep.
D's top 4
Join
chance. Hey, giddy up.
Did any of these games really excite you over the weekend?
Oh, Port Sydney was a good finish.
I mean, hang on, we should go to North
West Coast, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it had an exciting finish, West Coast and North. 10 goals, 14. North Melbourne, 74. To West Coast, 10 goals, 13, 73. They probably didn't deserve to win North Melbourne.
Jake Waterman from 30 metres out in front.
Missing.
He's got the yips.
Hmm.
Like I heard
he's sorry, go on.
He's,
finish.
well, I was just saying, he's got the most scoring shots, 31 goals, 37. That's not even 50%.
Do it. I don't rate him as a premier full forward of the competition.
He has potential to be, though.
You think?
100%.
All Australian 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I
And
just,
playing in a shite team.
yeah,
Let's be honest.
I don't know. I just don't rate him that highly.
I don't know. After
Bit of the Zach Merritt's about him. B
so a decent
plus.
player.
Pete, he's
So-
got
A+.
Dan McStay covered.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
You'll
After-
take him if you could.
After watching West Coast at the Melbourne game and seeing him play, he has got a real bad attitude about himself. He thinks
please
he's better than
explain.
he thinks he's better than what he is.
Well, his kicking doesn't justify that attitude.
No, but he gets frustrated really easily if something doesn't work out and he doesn't get delivered the ball very well. He loses it.
You should be used to that. You would have thought playing for West Coast.
Maybe it's frustration. Who
Yeah.
knows? But yeah, I thought he was a good forward. I know there was rumors that he might be a Melbourne's forward at some point back before his contract went up, but I'm glad it didn't come to fruition because he's a weird player.
For me, what's been brushed over in the media is that North Melbourne, with all their struggles, and I know they struggle financially as well, but they've sold 2 games over to the West,
Yep.
and they're 2 losses now.
No,
This one,
they won this one.
well, they
So
won this
one
one.
win,
Sorry,
one
sorry,
loss.
1 win, 1 loss, but it was a close one
Oh.
that could have gone the other way.
Yep.
Is that worth it? Because this game, even though they did win it in Melbourne, is winnable. If you
You'd think
know
they'd
what I
win more
mean.
comfortably
That's right.
than what they did.
Will they though? North is such a hot and cold team though.
I get that.
You know?
But you'd rather be at home than over there playing against West Coast.
Yeah.
End of the day, $2 million is $2 million.
Yeah, it's true.
Tell you what, it was good to see Nick Larkin kick a bag. Well, 4 goals, but if considering he's had not a great season compared to his previous years, for him to kick a bag of 4, and Jack Darwin turning back the clock against his old side with another bag of 4.
Yes, definitely. All right, let's move on to what was a bit of a better game, and it was a little bit close. Port Adelaide, 13 goals, 12.90 to Sydney, 14 goals, 9.93. Sydney getting the job done.
I feel for Port. That's 5 losses under 3 points. Like, if they win even just 2 of those, we're talking about Port Adelaide probably being in the wild card positions.
Yeah.
And Josh Carr, he'll be a contender for Coach of the Year, considering no one gave him much hope. Taking over Ken Hinkley, not a great list. So,
But it's not that bad
it's
of
a
a
bad
list.
list.
You reckon?
If they lose,
It's a lot better than Essendon's. It's a hell of a lot better than Essendon's.
if they lose
it's
Butters,
better than yours. It's more experience
debatable.
than West Coast.
He's got experience, but other than Butters, Rosie, who of course been out for the whole year with the injury, Horn Francis, Georgiades.
Georgiades.
There's not much.
But they got down back. I know you don't rate Radicalier and Alira, but that's experience.
I don't rate Radicalier. Alira is a good defender.
Okay. All right.
Radicalier, no.
Darcy
No.
Burn-Jones.
So they've got players in all parts of the oval. They got forwards, mids, and defenders.
I think they're going to be a middle of the road team for a long time.
I think so too. They need to bring on some youngsters. I agree with that, but I don't think they're going to bottom out. I don't think they. But Butters going is.
To be
obviously
fair,
gonna-
they dominated the first quarter. Like, if it wasn't for their bad kicking, Sydney could have been 4 or 5 goals down.
Yeah.
But Sydney, like they did against St Kilda, just had enough class. Their big play stood up in big moments. Charlie Curnow not only kicked 3, but defensively actually worked hard defensively, which I don't think you could say a lot of times about Charlie Curnow's career. Isaac Heaney again in the big moments, even though he didn't have his best game, really stood up. And to think that Sydney have still got the likes of McInerney, Gordon, McCartan still out of the concussion.
Gordon's the one, isn't he?
Oh, and
my God, he's one of the best players in the competition to come back into a team that's going pretty well. That's insane.
It's scary.
It is scary.
It's scary. But again, bit like Collingwood, bit like St Kilda last week, they've shown some chinks in Sydney's armour.
Mhm.
I think Sydney are gettable against the real good teams.
I think Sydney are gettable because
Yep.
they seem to have a game plan that is sort of, plan A, and that's about it. I know against Collingwood, and, watching that one closely, Collingwood were able to block up the corridor. I think Sydney in that game probably had just enough class to get around Collingwood. If Collingwood had their full side in, it could have been a very, very different story. So I agree. I think that they're very gettable. All right, Hookie, let's get to, because I think that you might have been the only person in Australia
A stupid comment, Pete.
watching this game.
Well, it was only 4 million people watched the Socceroos game, so that means 14
Really? Is
million.
that it?
Yeah,
Is
only
that-
4 million.
Well, I guess what are we at? 28 million in Australia.
That's only 1/7 of the population. So the 6/7 are watching this game probably.
How do we get the TV numbers? I still
I
don't
know.
understand.
I
how
don't
that
know.
works. Anyway, we're not talking Socceroos. We're talking Richmond and Brisbane. 12 goals, 880. Richmond to Brisbane. 17 goals, 115. Is Brisbane back?
No,
No. Serious?
no.
It's a good showing from these
Richmond
guys,
played
but
well.
that's
The
it.
first half, Richmond played very, very well. But in the second half,
They won last week. They're in 2 in a row now, Brisbane.
against 2,
One and a half.
one mediocre team and one
Yeah.
ordinary
okay.
team,
All right,
which
all
is
right.
developing. And I'm hoping to say
I'm waiting for them to be back because it's going to happen at some point.
it will. And they've got a lot of players
2
who will
weeks.
come back.
2 weeks.
I'll give them 2 weeks.
Well, they've got the bye next week, but they bring back McCluggage, Zorko, Coleman, and there's probably more that I'm forgetting. They're in a nice place. But Brisbane, look, second half, they put the foot on the accelerator and they dominated, 7 goals in that third quarter. And in the end, that was the difference between the two teams because the other 3 quarters, Richmond went pound for pound with them. Will Ashcroft was unbelievable. He was the best player on the ground. 39 touches, 2 goals. Lance Morris. Logan Morris.
Logan. Yeah. I think I've made the same mistake.
Kicked a bag of 4, backing up his bag of 7 the week before. Good to see Eric Hipwood back after your man Sammy coming back from his ACL injury, kicking a couple of goals. And for Richmond's sake, well, again, the young forwards, 6 goals between Alga and Fawcett. Alga got the rising star for the week. He's kicked 7 goals the last 2 weeks. And Tim Taranto, I want a big shout out to him. As the captain, of course, still no Toby Nankervis, whose hamstring has now been a 12-week injury. So I'm not sure if Richmond will put him in cotton wool for the rest of the year and look after him. Probably shouldn't, because I think Richmond have got some winnable games coming up. But Tim Taranto in the first half, 20 touches, 2 goals. Brisbane put the clampers on him in the second half. That was probably one of the main reasons Richmond just couldn't keep up with Brisbane in the second half.
Absolutely. And look, still good signs from your youngsters in this one.
This was, this was probably a better performance than the win against Essendon.
Okay. Good.
So I'm happy with it.
You're happy?
And next week's going to be a real good test against North Melbourne, a team that shouldn't be that far ahead of us. They are more in their development than what we are. But at the G, I would hope Richmond have a chance of winning that game.
Yeah. All right, we go to St Kilda, 14 goals, 12.96 up against GWS, 13 goals, 10.88. St Kilda getting a win here. And GWS, they're so hard to pinpoint.
So bipolar.
They really, really are. Ryan has been unbelievable.
11 goals
we were
the
talking
last 2
about him
weeks.
last week.
Oh.
And 6 goals this week. Unbelievable.
Well, he's only 28. He's a young guy.
What, 20? I think it was 29, was it?
29,
But
sorry.
very,
He's a young guy.
he's still young. He's still got a lot of good football in
If
front of him.
St Kilda can somehow get Max King back on the park, and that's a big if, knowing his injury history, there's still no Jack Higgins, who's pretty much led that forward line the last 2 years. I'm going to say right now, I think the Saints can jump into the top 10. If they're going to, in fact, they're going to be very close. After knocking off the Giants.
I think they're in front of Collingwood now, which sort of hurts.
Yeah, can you get the ladder up, please?
Getting the ladder
Thank you.
up right now.
See, but when
They're in the 10. There you
they are.
go.
They're 10th.
And Collingwood 13. Oh.
Yeah, not great.
when they're tested, though, I don't think they can perform. They have to come out of the gates as quick or faster than everyone else.
Well, in this game, they were behind in the first
but I
quarter.
mean-
It was a very even game throughout.
yeah,
It
and
was.
I mean, I wouldn't say that GWS would be a test. So they've had a couple
did
big
you
wins.
Did you tip St Kilda?
Can't remember. I think I tipped GWS. So
I would have thought the Giants, after their last 2 weeks, went into this game, even though it was at Marvel, was the favourites. He made his return after 4 weeks out of the point where if Hogan's form doesn't improve, his form wasn't great to his hip injury, do we start thinking about Jesse Hogan moved on? Because
Retiring.
they've got
How old is Jesse Hogan?
they've got Cadman, who's we know he's going to be a gun.
He's
Well,
been
he played.
Well, Cadman kicked
look,
4 goals,
Look at his
so-
season last year.
and he could have
I
almost
think
won the game for
I
him
think
as
that's
well.
jumping the gun a bit. He's
got-
he's 31.
Okay, just maybe got a bit of time, but
I was gonna say
his
so
form
many,
wasn't
eh?
great. This year,
No.
he's been a non-factor.
Really not.
Good to see Wanganeen Malera probably played his best game for the year, justifying the millions of dollars that he's getting with this contract. He's probably the best player on the ground on Sunday.
Yep. No, I tend to agree with that. How about DeConey though? He's been good for St Kilda.
got
I don't
better.
think he's been the $1 million
No.
player yet, but you're right. He is getting better and
The
better.
potential's there.
And that is what happens with players when they come into a new side. It does take a while for them to get used to the system, and big men possibly even longer.
And he's competing with Ryan Marshall, who's, a very good ruckman on his own front. So,
All right, let's turn to this week. It is round 15, and Thursday night we've got an absolute blockbuster. Fremantle are taking on Geelong. See, this is when Thursday night football is good. It's not your team, well, not my team, not any of your teams, and it's going to be an absolute ripper.
I think Fremantle are going to tear him apart.
Ooh,
I,
tear 'em
I
apart?
really do.
Geelong have gone
I think
into
they win.
Geelong have gone into state, had some good wins. We saw what they did against Brisbane. We saw them what they did against Adelaide. I'm tipping Freo.
I'm
though.
tipping Freo.
Mm.
You got to tip Freo.
They've won 12 in a row. How can you doubt them at home?
Absolutely. We then go to Gold Coast and Hawthorn. I'm going Gold Coast in this one.
This
at
could really
home.
go either way.
Away.
I'm going Hawthorn. They've had a week off.
I'm going Gold Coast to respond.
I'm going season-defining game. Dimmer's going to get them out. Gold Coast by a point.
We move to Saturday. We've got Adelaide and Melbourne.
Another quality game.
Yeah.
I'm going Melbourne.
I got to go Adelaide at home. I don't think by much though. I think it'll be
We
close.
play good at Adelaide when it's not against Essendon.
Yeah, right.
That's true. Adelaide at home.
Adelaide at
Close
home.
one.
This one's pretty tough. GWS are taking on Carlton, who've had the week off, but after, of course, having that run with Josh Fraser taking over.
4 wins in a row.
Unbelievable.
Carlton, they're up and about.
I'm going
Top
GWS.
four.
I'm not confident. I'm going GWS, not confidently.
Giants to win, just.
I'm getting this Palmer this week, boys. I'm getting this Palmer.
Well, you've dropped off in the our league.
I have.
We moved to Collingwood, Port Adelaide at the MCG.
Collingwood.
I'm going. You got to go Collingwood at the MCG.
Hook, you gotta.
I'm on a draw because these are the two teams that can't finish games off and losing tight ones. So I think a draw would be a justifiable result. But if you're twisting my arm, Collingwood by 6.
6 goals. Oh, actually, 6 points.
6 goals, mate.
No,
It's
but you've actually got to go to past performances with Collingwood against Port Adelaide at the MCG. We belt them every time.
Yeah.
But that was when we were obviously a premiership side and coming off a premiership. So different teams. But at the same time, they never rock up Port Adelaide.
No, their record at the G's been pretty stinky. So that's a fair call.
Sunday, Richmond and North Melbourne. Can you win this one, Hoogie?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're coming back from the North, I think.
North of that 2 weeks in Perth.
Yep.
That was stinky. Paul Curtis out for 3 weeks, even though he's appealing his suspension for the dangerous tackle. He kicked 6 against us last time at Marvel. But at the G, I'm back in Richmond. Why not?
Yeah, I will.
Nake's back, hopefully.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Tom Lynch could be back. So it's 2 very, very good ins.
Yeah.
I think, you guys.
All back in Richmond.
Yeah.
That's a first.
And St Kilda and the Bulldogs.
Ooh.
Oh, St Kilda. Oh,
Let me just
what happened?
Let me just mute my mic so the family doesn't hear. St Kilda.
Yeah. I think that game against Adelaide was an outlier.
The Dogs midfield.
It was one quarter that was an outlier.
The Dogs midfield should run riot if you go pound for pound with St Kilda's midfield.
Yeah.
But we saw the deficiencies in the Bulldogs back line. If the Saints get enough ball up forward, it could be, again, it's a ripping round of football.
It is
Now
a
that we've gone
good
through
round
it,
of football.
It's very even.
there's
I
not
like
one game you're like, we'll belt the other.
And like after last round, no game really got me super, super excited last round.
Well, on Sunday.
You didn't say that because Collingwood didn't play.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, but just some of the matchups.
But they're pretty close. We had a 1-pointer, a 3-pointer, a 4-pointer.
Yeah.
It's been some very tight rounds of late.
Did you guys hear, not this round, but last week, was it most watched round of footy
I did hear that
in
one.
like 10, 15 years?
When was that, last week?
Yeah. Where all games were like within a
6
goal.
of the 8 games. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
well done, Australia.
Yes. It says that people keep track of the scores and then possibly switch on if it's going to be
Yeah.
a close one.
Well, I don't know, because the AFL app gives you notifications when it's a tight game in the
They
last
do,
quarter.
don't they? I wonder if
So,
that has something to do with it.
6-7.
Yeah, very true. All right, we done with AFL, boys?
Yep.
Yeah. I reckon.
Let's move on and let's move to the World Game. We've got the World Cup happening at the moment. It all kicked off last Friday. Mexico taking on South Africa. Mexico get the job done 2-0. But really, we're here to talk about Socceroos, aren't we?
Well,
Yeah, go through the other games.
Well, I tell you, this game, there was 3 red cards. To think that in the last World Cup, there was only 4 in the whole tournament. Tell you, the referees just dishing them out left, right, and 2 of them, at least 2 of them, were soft.
I thought
They-
one was definitely really soft.
Oh, I know there's last man challenges, and we know that's part of the laws, but some of the red cards, if that's going to be the standard of officiating,
Well, I don't think it is because there hasn't
a
been
bit of red card since, so maybe,
Yeah.
maybe with the memo.
Yeah,
But no,
absolutely.
Mexico dominated this game, even when there was 11 against 11.
We won't go through every game, but the ones of note, obviously the USA taking on Paraguay is the one of interest for us here in Australia. It was a 4-1 win against Paraguay. It was an impressive performance from USA, I've got to say.
When did they get good at soccer?
They've always been,
They've been
around
competitive.
the mark. They've had a few players that play in a couple of big teams and then they can hold on with
Well,
the
they've got
rest.
Pulisic, who's played in England, Germany, Italy. He's probably their star player. But even the third goal they scored with Reina, outside the foot curling in, that was an absolute cracking goal. So, and they've got a great coach. Pochettino's done unbelievably well, particularly in England for Tottenham. I think USA are a lot better than what a lot of people think.
Well, the hard thing is it was against Paraguay.
But Paraguay
So we
are a
don't
good
know how
nation, though.
bad. We don't know how bad they are, though.
I don't think Paraguay are that bad.
Mhm.
You know, if any team that comes from South America, considering the quality in that confederation,
They are ranked 40th in the world.
but still they made it. There's some very good South American teams that didn't make it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
USA, a lot. That performance blew me away.
They were very,
They
very
were
good.
very good.
A little bit scary for us, but after
Our win, it doesn't really look as scary.
doesn't definitely not. A couple of other of note: Brazil, Morocco. That was one that a lot of people switched over for.
Yeah, full credit to Morocco, who scored in fact, both goals in the first half were quality finishes. Vinicius Junior, he's finished that equalised just before half time. The second half really fizzed out, which was a bit of a disappointment because Brazil, we know their reputation, and Morocco, who finished fourth in last year's the last World Cup. The second half was a bit of a fizzer, which was a bit of a disappointment.
All right, and let's. Oh, should we cover today's games then go back to the Aussies?
I was going to say, can we talk about
Netherlands,
Haiti
Japan?
and Can we talk about Haiti and
All right.
Scotland?
Okay,
Yes.
yep, go for it.
This is the first Scotland World Cup win in like
30 years.
30 years.
1998.
So on your Scots.
And I tell you, did you hear the bagpipes throughout the whole
yeah,
game?
yeah.
I tell you what, the Haiti were bloody good. They had a lot of opportunities. I was expecting, this would be a rollover, even though Scotland aren't much in the FIFA rankings. But Haiti gave Scotland a real good challenge throughout the 90 minutes.
No, definitely. And well done, Scotland getting the 1-0 win. We had Germany and Curacao at
No surprises.
7-1. Curacao are really, really the underdogs of this World Cup, aren't they? So much so that the crowd sparked up when they kicked their goal. Which, well
That's
done
kinda-
to the crowd.
yeah, I like that.
But
That's
is this
good
the
touch.
problem, though, of having more teams? We want to have more
It
games
is.
like this.
But I think I like it, to be honest. It means the World Cup goes for longer. We get a lot more games because you do with the World Cup. It's always somewhere where the time zone does not suit Australia at all.
It hurts. Yep.
It's always it always hurts us. So there's games that you just simply don't catch, and the fact that there's more games this tournament, you're going to catch a lot more. So I like that, and yet to build international soccer. Not that I think it needs building; it's the most popular game in the world. But you need these teams playing, and who cares if you get a 7-1? You get the story of Curacao. Is that their first World Cup goal?
It is. Yep.
So, like, how good is that for the country? They
Yep.
wouldn't. They would be like, at least we got a goal. Like, at least they'd be pretty happy to be getting a goal.
I think every single, was it 48 countries, yeah?
Yep.
That's a success for all of those countries.
Making a World Cup, absolutely.
There's countries that are going to be playing where their country's finances rely on this sort of stuff. So I think it's awesome for every single one of these countries.
Well, think about it. Italy is not there.
Yeah,
That's
that's huge.
That is massive.
To the
And
point
Curacao
where-
is,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
which is good.
Well, if you're not
yeah,
Italian.
if you're not Italian.
Wow. I'm married into an Italian family.
I tell you what,
Netherlands, Japan.
with
We've talked that
Germany, 6 different goal scorers too, and Kai Havertz scoring a double. So
one. They're always strong.
they're going to be very good, Germany,
Always
as
strong.
always.
Netherlands, Japan. Hooky,
This was a
all over
very
this.
entertaining game.
Well, not for the first half. From all
the
reports.
first half an hour was dull, but once Van Dijk scored the first goal just after half time, the second half was great. 4 goals. Japan came back twice
Yeah.
from deficits to get a point. And, we didn't talk about South Korea. So it's big for Asian football that South Korea got a win against Czech Republic. Japan have drawn against one of the stronger European nations. And, of course, the Socceroos after their win. So far, so good for the Asian Confederation.
Let's get to the Socceroos. Obviously,
How about the other 2 games today?
Tunisia and Sweden. Okay, 5-1.
Well,
Ivory Coast, Ecuador, 1-0. Let's get to the Socceroos.
Sweden were bloody good, mate.
Okay, all right, go.
Alexander Isak. And what's the Arsenal striker's name that everyone loves if you're an Arsenal fan? Kukurez. Scored a couple.
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, thank you.
Gyökeres.
So a couple of gun EPL strikers delivered for Sweden. Good
Yeah.
result. And Ivory Coast, that was a decent game too. Scoring right at the end to win against Ecuador.
We know what you've been doing on your laptop at the front of the classroom teaching. No,
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Absolutely. The curriculum can be shifted around for
Johnny,
geography
100%.
lessons.
Johnny,
100%.
you're right.
Yeah.
And let's move to the Socceroos performance. Obviously, everyone in Australia has caught up with the scores. 2-0 over Turkey. And look, for me, I don't know. I went into this game not just like crossing my fingers and thinking that, let's hope to get some sort of result. I did actually think that we could win because, like I said in the podcast a couple of weeks ago, this is the first World Cup for a very long time, probably since 2006, that I actually feel like we can score. And I know we defensively set up. We pretty much parked the bus against Turkey.
5-4-1.
But with Irakunda and Toure up front, we can definitely score.
Pace.
Pace.
Counter-attack.
And they can hit a ball really well. I really, really think that a lot of people underrated the Socceroos,
Yeah,
especially Turkey and the USA are doing the same thing.
well, absolutely. And let's hope it bites the Americans in the arse like it did with the Turkish.
What was the chant the Aussies had about Turkey? Something
the
about
team is shit.
your team
but
is shit, your kebabs are great.
Kebabs are good. Yeah, that was a good one.
But look, it'll be interesting to see if the Socceroos play with a more attacking mind frame against they should against America and Paraguay, because let's be honest, 30 shots, what was it? 30 shots to 8, only 22% of the ball against a Germany or later in the elimination stages of the tournament. You're not going to win football games like that.
Yeah.
But defensively, that's the best defensive performance I've seen from a Socceroos team in any World Cup.
We looked really well organized.
Yep.
And even though the Turkey had 29, 30 shots on goal, it didn't really seem like they were threatening at any real point. It was just confidence.
Well, all of them were outside the box.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one where Beach made that world-class save within the 6-yard box, other than that, all the Turkish attacks were outside the box and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. And Connor Metcalf getting the second goal, which was my boy from Melbourne City. I was quite proud of that one. But we got to talk about
like he's a coach.
well,
I've developed the players.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel like I've played a big part.
Oh.
I
okay,
watched
mate.
these boys
All
since
right,
they were
mate.
young. I called Jordan Boss from a very, very long
Sure
time
you
ago,
did.
since
I'll
he was
give you that one.
probably
I'll
a
give you that one.
17-year-old, that he would be playing in this World Cup and starring in this World Cup. And for Patrick Beach to be called up and be abused online for being in the Socceroos squad.
Why? That makes no sense.
Well, because they don't watch the A-League. People don't watch the A-League, and they don't know what Patrick Beach is actually capable of. I'll
Well-
tell you what he's capable of. Those saves, because like I said at the top of the program, he does it all week in,
I
week
think,
out for Melbourne
To be
City.
fair, I think the abuse wasn't on Patrick Beach. I think it's just the fact
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan's a national hero, the captain of the squad. It was just a very odd decision.
Well, it was a surprise.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
I was happy that Beach was playing, but it was a surprise for me.
Yeah, because let's be honest, let's say it went wrong,
Yeah.
imagine the abuse Popovic would be copping right now
Yeah, he
if it
would.
didn't go to plan.
He really, really would. But he knew what he was picking. He was picking a guy that can make world-class saves, and that's exactly what he did. And look, I don't know about you guys. I was partly tearing up at the win. I was shaking after the second goal.
Shaking.
Well, you guys weren't feeling that?
Oh, it's huge.
I was at work. I
You
was
were
shaking
at
for a
work.
different
Okay.
reason and crying for a different reason.
But no, the pride, once we got 2-0 up, the sort of like, surely we win from here. And then the nerves kicked in. I don't know. For me, it was absolutely fantastic.
Look, it pretty much guarantees now the Socceroos a spot in the round of 32. It's going to take an absolute disaster now for us not to make it.
Yeah.
That's
Because
so good.
we only need a point, you'd think.
Yeah.
At least one in the remaining 2 games. And hopefully, as we said, hopefully we finish above third, because we might have to play against Germany in a round of 32.
Yeah,
And
if we finish third.
we don't want that.
No. But I think we can beat the USA, and I think we're beating Paraguay.
I'm so excited for that game.
We can finish on top of this table.
Oh, it'd be great.
We can actually we can finish on top of a world-class table. Did we do that last World Cup? Because we
World
made
Cup.
it through the 16. I think we
didn't,
were
no.
second.
We were second.
So, and
That
I think we were
was-
second in 06 too.
Yeah, but no, we've never been top.
No, we've never
Never.
been top.
No.
So that would be a win in itself. Where a lot of people are calling it the group of death.
Yeah, it's probably the most, it was pre-World Cup, the hardest group to tip.
All right, we're moving on to the NRL.
Yep.
Let's okay.
Oh,
Well, we do have the state of origin this week.
Well, yeah, you,
like we have a choice.
if you change the tab, we have no choice, do we?
Okay. I've changed the tab to the NRL. The Rabbitohs have beaten the Broncos 48-6 on Thursday night.
Broncos are done. They're
They're-
cooked.
they
I,
are cooked.
I was a bit premature with the Brisbane Lions, but I can confidently say the Brisbane Broncos, they have to win 8 of the next 10 games just to make finals. It's not happening. They're done.
Dolphins beating the Roosters. Now, the result, not super surprising, although, the
Oh.
Roosters have been good. The scoreline was the surprising part. 48-10.
Well, both thhes teams had at least 5 players out due to origin
Mm.
commitments. So both teams were severely weakened. It probably just shows how good the Dolphins are going. They've won their last 6 now. I'm not sure what they're on the ladder, but they have to be top 4, I would have thought, after this win.
The Warriors, this is the game that cost us the Palmer hooky. The Warriors going down by 2 points. They even had a penalty kick after the siren to try and equalize, to take it to Golden Point, and they couldn't even do that. And it was a very makeable shot too. The Warriors they cost us tips. They cost us Palmers. Never be trusted.
Well, this is their first loss at home, which makes it even more surprising. But I must admit, it was good to watch a real defensive slog. We haven't seen many games this season with teams only scoring one try each. So both teams' defenses were really solid. And these are two teams that are probably up there in challenging Penrith for the title this year. So, yeah, different type of game, but a bit of a shock result considering how good the Warriors have been.
Eels over the top of the Raiders.
Canberra are done. They're another team who, after last season where they got knocked out in straight sets, they've been unlucky with injury, but to lose to Parramatta, I think there's another team you can rule a line through.
And the West Tigers over the Titans, 36-28.
It's a win. Jerome Luai scoring a hat-trick, but this was a sort of performance that doesn't give me any convincing that they're going to be finishing the top 8. They did what they had to.
Absolutely. And we got the State of Origin this Wednesday at the MCG. Hookie, we're going to be there in attendance. It's like we've mentioned, New South Wales, they have the record at the MCG. So really, things go to plan. They wrap up the series at the MCG.
They should, but let's be honest, it provided Queensland have 13 players on the pitch for the whole game, which they didn't in game one. They were clearly the better side in game one. So, look, New South Wales have been in this position before where they've been 1-0 up in a series and haven't delivered the goods. But as you mentioned, unbelievable record, the MCG, haven't lost there in 3 decades. So they probably start favourites going into Wednesday's game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big one for me. New South Wales seeing them win at the MCG and wrapping up a series. Although, when we saw them at Marvel, did they wrap up the series? I feel like they might have.
I remember I've been at
When we
Marvel
went.
one time when they choked and Todd Carney had an absolute stinker.
Maybe that was what I was thinking of.
But you might be right.
Possibly.
They've played at Marvel on multiple times.
All right, Sammy, let's get you involved. The Stanley Cup Finals, you were all over it today.
Over.
The Carolina Hurricanes have taken it out.
Done and dusted. Carolina Hurricanes getting their second Stanley Cup in the history of their organisation. Took them 6 games to do it. But I'll tell you what, it was an absolutely purely a one-sided game today, which was game 6. Congratulations to Brandon Busey, who was the goalie today for the Carolina Hurricanes. His first Stanley Cup playoff shutout as a goalie, so he didn't let any goals in. And their captain, Jordan Stahl, won the Conn Smythe, which is the MVP award for the playoffs.
Do you feel that game 3 that the Golden Knights won to make it 2-1 up, but that went to double overtime, and that was a game where they were dominating. They nearly choked it up.
Yeah.
That seemed to be a bit of a momentum changer in this series because after that, the games 4, 5, 6, not only did the Hurricanes win, they comprehensively outplayed.
Well,
the Knights.
100%. But it's the Carolina's really good because it's not just, they don't just have plays that are top tier players where they're leading all stats in the league and all that sort of stuff. They've got their handful of players that they'll get all the goals, they'll get all the assists, all that sort of stuff. But they've also got a lot of players who they've got a real high hockey IQ.
Yeah.
So they call it the jock nerd connection. So it's their playoff run was unbelievable. A lot of people are shocked with how the Golden Knights got there, especially after knocking off the Edmonton Oilers, the way that they did. So look, Carolina, I called it a couple of weeks ago. I think they were going to get up, and they've done it. So big congratulations to Carolina.
How about the AI show? You should be more pumped about I'm surprised you haven't been big on social media. How massive the comeback was on Sunday afternoon.
Well,
it was all over Facebook.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's probably all over your Facebook because you get linked with your mates, and
yeah.
I'm sure Sammy was looking it up. It wasn't over my Facebook.
Well, I was.
It wasn't on mine.
Oh, was it? No. Well, who knows what websites you're looking at these days? That's not for public knowledge.
No, 100%. We had a big win against the Central Coast Rhinos, who are in some really good form at the moment. But we finally showing some signs of having some good defense. We have just signed on a former NHLer in Simon Desprez. French, thank you. French Canadian, ran about 200 games in the NHL, so he's got a lot of experience in the top league. His first game with us on Saturday against the Rhinos, he managed to get 4 points to his name, getting 4 assists. He didn't even practice skating on Thursday with the team. He hit the ice for the first time with the team on Saturday, and he's already making that big of an influence on the team. So Tatsu Ishida had a bit of an off night. He let 6 goals in. A couple of them were up. Could have been saved. He had a really off night, unfortunately. So did mean we had to really fight our way through it, but we managed to get a goal
90 seconds ago.
90 seconds
Bronte.
remaining to get it. Yes, Tyron Bronte, who had played his first game with us after signing on last week. He got a goal with 90 seconds left, and then pretty much 90 seconds later,
They scored right before the
2.1
buzzer.
seconds remaining, we got a nice old tip-in goal in front of net. So we managed to get the win in that 6-7.
And I don't know if you saw the video. The ice house was going nuts.
It was. It's the loudest I've heard it since probably the championship. So it was a needed win for us. Unfortunately, we didn't move anywhere in the standings, but
The gap's closing though.
it is definitely
that
closing.
ladder were the ice at 8th.
Yep.
And they're only 2 games off 3rd.
Yeah.
In the Thunder.
Exactly right. So the table's getting real close. You've got Adelaide Adrenaline, who were sitting bottom, and then the Brisbane Lightning were just above them. I think they're pretty much where they should be. But the Melbourne Ice, we've still got one import spot left. Now, hear me out.
Here we go.
So our coach, Kerry Goulet, who's done the USA versus Canada games in Australia for 15 years, he's bringing over David Booth to captain America. And this is
Here we go. Like a conspiracy.
End of June start of July, they're playing in Tassie, and then they're going over up to Canberra. So wouldn't surprise me if he's here for then on out.
That'd be a big recruit.
Yeah.
Well, what
Two-
did you last season?
Oh yeah, in the 15 games he played, and it was around about this time of year last year that he signed. He came to Australia. So just watch this place.
And they've got the Adrenaline, who are the worst team in the competition by far. So they could be on a 4-game winning streak here.
They could be. Yeah. 3 up at the moment. So fingers crossed. We need the wins. We just need the wins. We need to get the points. And none of these overtime wins. They need to be regulation wins.
How did your Mustangs go, Pete?
I know they lost on Sunday. See
Rhinos.
that against the Rhinos. Did they have and they lost
Double
double
banger.
loss?
Hey.
Yeah, that's costly. They're now 4th on the ladder with 7 wins, but still 4th on the ladder, so can't complain.
Yeah, just over halfway through the
Can't complain.
season. So
If they had
There's
won
still a bit
those
of
two,
time.
they could have been on top.
yeah,
2 wins.
Yeah.
They could have been on top, or at
Oh.
least second,
What-
with equal amount of wins.
What could have been?
Absolutely. All right. Well, do we move on to the NBA Finals because
Yes.
we have had, of course, the series has been
Done.
won by the New York
Mhm.
Knicks, and it's really, really funny because you go through all the games and all the stats and the scoring, and the number one stat that stood out for me is the Spurs were in front for 73% of game time in this series and still lost.
And only won 1 game out of 5.
That's the thing, isn't it?
And 3 of them, in at least 3 of the games, they had big leads.
They did.
You know, the
Yeah.
29-point lead in
Yep.
game 4. And even this game, they were 14 up midway through the second quarter. They were even 10 points up in the last quarter. And they still blew it. Look, you got to feel for them, but they are a young roster. They'll be around the mark for many, many years. But Brunson, what did he score? 45 out of, 94 points? So he's only scored half the team score. He was unbelievable. No wonder why he won the MVP for the championship series. But for the Knicks, New York apparently was going nuts. I was hearing stories of
Yeah.
buses lit on fire,
Yeah.
people getting shot in the foot, in the
Yeah, I
feet.
heard that one too.
So the Big Apple,
It's America.
Bloody America
oh no,
They just literally had a UFC battle on the front of the White House.
battle. Like they're
Whatever
going to
you-
war.
Well, they belt each other. We've just called
Anyway.
it a UFC belting, is what it is. Anyway, let's go.
but
Keep
yeah,
going with
it's
this.
the first one in 54 years, Knicks. So a lot of New York fans, not just in New York, but there's a lot of Knicks fans in Australia who will be celebrating. So yeah, I don't think anyone predicted the Knicks at the start of the
not at
season.
all.
I mean, there's quite a few better teams than the Knicks based on their roster. But to their credit, this playoff period, they've only lost 2 games in those 4 series. So they are the deserving champions. They've saved their best for last.
Absolutely. Now, Sammy, you've got something that you want to.
Oh no! I was
or
just
sport
gonna make sure we don't forget talk Formula One.
Formula
Yeah,
One.
I saw that. So
we
now,
got that.
let's go.
We go Formula One or cricket.
Yeah.
Well,
Formula
Sam's
One.
got F1.
I've got F1
Okay,
up, so-
prepared.
Yeah. Latest round in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Lewis Hamilton. He's
Well,
he's-
you've been
600 days.
You've been saying this
Thank
whole
you.
year, or even last year, once he gets used to the car, we're going to see Lewis Hamilton near the top of the tree,
let him cook.
and he did. Bit lucky.
Things went his way.
Well, that virtual safety
Safety
car when
car,
Alonso's
yeah.
car stopped in the middle of the road.
No Kimi Antonelli finishing as well.
Yeah,
which is-
well-
I mean, he probably wasn't going to win anyway, but
Mm.
nonetheless, he didn't finish.
I feel for Antonelli. Like, no, I shouldn't say that because with
He's
these
leading.
with these electrical failures, anyone can suffer at any time. But with 4 laps to go, he just overtook George Russell for second spot, and all of a sudden the car just cacked it.
The surprising thing for me was that in all the practice sessions, the McLarens actually looked really, really good, and they had good times on the board. Even the commentators at the time, they were saying, "What has happened to the McLarens?" Because all weekend they'd actually looking like they were building like they normally do in the practice sessions. They don't normally go fastest, but they always build and build towards that last lap in qualifying 3, and then just didn't really show anything.
This is why I don't take much note of practice.
I reckon it's not.
Yeah.
It's not been the first weekend. I reckon even the last race in
Monaco.
they dominated practice there,
Yeah.
but their qualifying was terrible.
Yeah, and look, the one thing is that Oscar Piastri, he keeps getting these 4th, 5th, 6th finishes. Is he actually driving really, really well, or is he just stumbling over the line? I personally, I'm going to go he's driving really, really well with a crap car.
I have a theory on this.
Okay, go for it.
Both of you are gonna gasp and hate me. I don't think he's that good of a driver.
Oh,
Let me elaborate.
well, Kimi.
Sorry.
Before we go into it, because Kimi Räikkönen did say about last year's failure to win the title. If it was any other driver in that situation in that car, they win the title.
That is on par with what I mean. He's a good driver. He's top 8 easily. I reckon his success last year came down to the car more than him.
Well, based on what he's delivering this year,
I'm not saying
hard
he's-
to debate.
I'm not saying he's a bad driver at all.
Is
He's a
he-
top 8 driver.
But I mean, we always talk about is he not being favoured in that team? And
I think this year it's
quite
more,
obvious.
I think this
now?
year it's more even,
You reckon?
a lot more even.
Well, that we haven't had the
See,
instances.
Lando's a better driver than Oscar Piastri.
I mean, that's why I like Lando Norris.
That's why you prefer Lando Norris.
I don't prefer him. I don't prefer him. I just like him.
In no way am I saying he's a bad driver. I think he's a top 8 driver easily. But
Mhm.
I think last year's success was the car more than him.
So you think with McLaren struggles,
Yep.
it's his deficiencies have been found out.
I'm not
Correct.
going. I'm not going that because he won championships in Formula 2 where all the cars are the same. So he's a standout driver.
Who was he driving against?
I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
Are any of those guys
They're the same
currently
class.
They probably
driving
are.
Formula 1?
I don't know. We'll have to look back.
Next
Mick
week.
Doohan, no, not Mick Doohan.
Jack
Jack
Doohan.
Doohan was in there.
Well, he's not
He's
racing.
not racing now.
Sorry.
I know that was racing at the same time. That's the only one I can say was racing there. So no, jury's still out. No, the jury's not out. He's a very good driver.
Do
Oh,
we-
no, I agree. But I think more of his success last year came from the car than his skill.
Do we
I'm reserving
see
that. I'm holding.
Lewis
I'm holding.
Hamilton making a sustained charge
Yes.
against Kimi Antonelli? Because they've still got a decent lead, but it's still a long way to go. We've still got 2/3 of a season still to go
I think Kimi's got the championship in the bag already.
already.
But Lewis will give him a good push. He'll be his Max Verstappen from last year.
George Russell.
No.
No,
Forget it.
no.
Forget it.
No,
I don't
He
know.
gets too frustrated too easily.
He's got the experience.
not the
and
temperament to win a world
Correct.
championship. Is
His
what
more
I'm saying.
experience came through last year with Oscar Piastri leading, then Lando Norris. I don't know. I just
He'll
throwing
be
that
up there. I think he'll be top 3 for the end of the year with the championship. I think Kimi will win. Lewis followed by
Max
Russell.
to do a revival like he did
Nah.
last year.
No, his car's too temperamental.
Did I hear somewhere? Red Bull are number 1 in the important start. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it's power saving. Was to the point where Red Bull should be doing a lot better, even though, of course, they've had their own difficulties. And we know Max Verstappen's been a regular complainer about what the engine has done so far this year. But I saw somewhere that in one particular component, Red Bull are outperforming even the Mercedes. I have to try and find it. But yeah, no, look, it was probably a good result for the championship. What happened on the weekend with Lewis Hamilton now, only 43 points behind Kimi Antonelli with the next race in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, no, I definitely
Which
agree.
is
with
whereabouts?
that.
Whereabouts?
We are in
Didn't-
Austria.
Yeah,
Austria.
Yep.
Good track, that one.
It is.
I like
Red
it.
Bull Ring.
It's fun. Very
Supercars
fun.
back as well this weekend.
It is
in
indeed.
Darwin,
It
Hidden
is
Valley.
indeed. It's going to be an interesting round.
You
Very,
boys will
very
be pumped for
interesting.
that one.
I've got an action-packed weekend this weekend.
You're going to go to the hockey because you also playing Saturday half.
Nah, it's not at home.
It's not like
No.
so you can't do that.
All right, we move on to the cricket, and Australia finally got a win over Bangladesh, and they
quite a lot.
stumbled over the line, really. It took a ton from Cooper Connolly. He actually ended up with 149.
Come
of
on,
130.
public apology.
No, I'm not apologising. He's just winning me over.
He played a knock out of his ass.
He
It
actually
was unbelievable at the top of the order.
Well, you're saying it's out of his ass too.
Well, we haven't seen anything like that from Cooper
Exactly.
Connolly
So
for
we
Australia.
haven't seen anything until
But
now.
in a
So we can only be winning you over. You can't be.
no, I haven't been as critical as what you've been. I've never had that many
I just
doubts.
think that he was getting games when he didn't deserve.
Is
And
he,
now he deserves
is
it.
he a permanent opener? I know Mitch Marsh and Trevor said are not in this team, but can we see in a world Cooper Connolly being a top three
Well, the
batsman?
thing is, we've got to form this team going into the next 50 over World Cup, don't we?
When is that? That'll be it's only next year.
So we've got to.
Marsh and Head are still the number one and two openers. I would have thought.
I would have thought, but I don't mind it. I don't. If we're going to play Connolly, it's probably where I think he plays.
Well, I say, well, if bat him at 3, piss off Labuschagne, he's done.
Yeah, he's
he's finished. Steve Smith.
although an okay knock of
Oh,
29.
okay, knock. But he's been doing
Well,
okay knock
he
the last
like,
2 years.
like Inglis went out for 21, Duck to Renshaw, and Alex Carey with an 8. He actually did settle the innings quite well.
He did. He played second fiddle whilst Connolly was out of the
Connolly, yeah.
place thing. But look, it was a good win in that Australia actually had to chase a big score because our batting throughout this whole Pakistan tour and now this tour has been ordering where we've been lucky to score 200. So if Australia chased down 277,
Only just with 3 balls remaining, with Adam Zampa and Riley Meredith at the crease. We weren't exactly
got to get
like
close for
full
the end.
favourites.
No. I could see Ollie Peake making 27 as well,
Yep.
batting at number 7. So another handy contribution from the 19-year-old. But look, it's a win. Australia, haven't been very good in this whole away tour.
No.
Should mention the Bangladesh guy, Islam, the left arm quickie, 6 for 40 out of 10 overs. I know it's against a weakened Australian side, but they're bloody good figures. Just on the cricket chat.
Oh,
Good save.
That's the Coca-Cola.
Good save. Adam Zampa, is it time we look at him and think, is there another spinner who could do better? Because
No.
well, throughout these 6 1-days, he's been well and truly outbowled by guys like Matt Renshaw. Matt Renshaw has been the most damaging spinner for Australia.
But he's got the runs on the board, Adam Zampa.
He does.
You don't lose talent, especially a spin bowler.
Is he missing his bum
You
chum
don't
buddy
lose.
Stoinis in the team?
Possibly.
Could be
Possibly.
affecting his performance.
Bum chum.
Probably not the right expression, but they're very close. We know that.
Very close.
They're very close.
He's got the runs on the board. It's one-off series.
It's
not
two,
many
it's
play
two
well.
series. He wasn't good in Pakistan either
Yeah, okay.
on spinning wickets.
I'll give you that. But no,
No.
he plays the next World Cup.
Oh, yeah. I just want to see a better performance.
Then we could look towards the future.
Because we've got 5 2020s coming up against Bangladesh before they come to Australia to play 2 test matches up north.
When do they start? Might have to look
The
that up.
20 Or I do that. We should mention the Women's World Cup's happening in England. Australia got their first win against South Africa, which was a good performance considering Australia got knocked out by South Africa 2 years ago in the previous 2020 World Cup. So that's a good sign. You got the fixtures
2
there.
days time, Hookie.
Sure, 2 days. time.
17th and the 19th and the
19th?
21st.
Is this 3 or 5? Can you just catch on?
3.
And of course, during the week, New Zealand, Kane Williamson announcing his retirement. So that's it's 2 of the Fab 4 gone with Smith and Root, the only 2 existing. Bit of a surprise. Why do you announce a retirement mid-series? Wouldn't you just play it out, try and get to 10,000 runs? But then again, say I've lost motivation. And I guess once you've lost motivation in international sport, you'd never be at your best. But I'm sad. I actually was looking forward to Kane Williamson coming to Australia. For one last time. He's made good runs here in the past. But I'll tell you what, Ravindra, who is probably the next Fab 4, he needs to step up. He now needs to be the number 1 batsman for New Zealand.
Well, he'll be the number 1 batsman. It's just whether or not he's world-class quality. That's the question.
He's got the potential.
Which I think he is.
He's got the potential.
100%.
But his form of late has just dropped off a little bit.
It has a bit.
So,
Definitely has.
yeah, bit sad because Kane Williamson, I've never heard a bad word spoken about Kane Williamson.
No.
So, yeah. But
That's quite often the case about New Zealand teams.
true, that's very true. Everyone likes him because they've never really won anything. But, they're always around the mark.
They're always around the
True.
mark. All right. Fellas, how we go?
I've got a bit of breaking news.
Okay.
It's nothing crazy, but Rumors going rounds, and they're getting stronger. I think we've already mentioned that Lockie Neal's heading over to possibly Collingwood.
Makes no
Rumor
sense.
yeah, I don't get it either.
Not because it's Collingwood, but
No,
his
I
family's
agree.
closer in
Yeah,
Western Australia. His kids are there.
Well, even Fagan said on the radio the
Yeah.
other morning, he goes, it'd be a bit of a head scratcher if he went to a Melbourne team, which
Yeah.
which it would be. But who knows?
Apparently, this is what John Rolfe's reporting. Offering $3 million over 3 years.
Ooh.
So we're offering him the most money.
How was Lockie Neal?
That would be it.
Can I ask?
He'd be
What's his age?
32, 33.
Not getting $1
The-
million
like,
per year. For,
I think it keeps Collingwood competitive, and especially if
He-
they can find someone up forward.
He's 33.
Ooh,
I think it makes sense.
take him to
33, 3 mil, 3 years.
Mm.
There you go. I think that's a lot of money
He's
for
still playing good footy,
He is playing very good football, but
and we love the old fellas. Love them.
you do. It's just a
is that the reason
Hey.
why you're 13th right now? Is that the
Wow.
problem?
speculating right now.
Mm.
Will there be? Are they preparing for a big retirement?
In what sense? With the money or with?
No, a current player,
Collingwood player
retiring.
bottom, surely.
Oh, 100%. We know that the room in the salary cap is going to be actually quite significant for Collingwood. I mean, a lot of people we have the likes of Nick Dacos, Darcy Moore's probably taken a little bit of cash, you would think, but other than De Goey, maybe De Goey sort of owes Collingwood as well, though, so he may be taking a little bit unders than what he possibly could be getting on the open market. So I think Collingwood does have a war chest.
Mm.
If not a war chest, a very, very nice chest. They do. No, 'cause like you mentioned, side bottom, Pendlebury retiring.
Two juicy pickups for that chest, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. You could. And hopefully it's Ben King and Lockie Neal. And I think if we get those two, 100%, we're in flag contention again.
I tell you what, because there's been a lot of talk about of late. Zach Butters having one-on-one convos with Nicky Dacos.
Yep. I like that too.
Who would you rather? Well, you'd rather Butters over Neal.
Just because there's longevity. In terms of who I think the better player is, it's Lockie Neal. I mean, it depends if he drops off in form or if he keeps his form. I mean, he's still been pretty good over this year.
No, it's look, if you get either or,
It's a win.
bloody good 1-2 with Nick Dacos in the midfield. There's no doubt about that. What else you'll there, Sammy? You can see you reading. Where's your glasses by today?
I wore them all day at work today, and I've
Just
got to
need
get
a
them. Like,
break.
you know what? Nah, not.
You don't
not-
like
not-
them?
No, I do. They're doing the job, but yeah, no, I needed a break.
Fair enough. I'm sure Claudia's going to be getting stuck into you when you get home tonight.
Nah, she'll be right. She'll be right.
Yeah, what else is scrolling there?
I'm fishing because we're only at an hour 17, which is very short compared to normal.
Well, we don't need to.
A lot of comments about Gallipoli being avenged.
Yes. 1915
I
is
like
the
it.
revenge.
Now,
Yeah,
and I love the one that you said yesterday, Hookie.
No, I'm going to find
You
it.
say it's yours. I know what it is. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you say. I've forgotten it now.
So Turkey now know how hard it is to attack a beach.
Beach. Yeah.
that's so lame.
Just clever.
It's lame, but
clever.
it's good. It's lame.
There's been a lot more as that too with the one-liners involving beach.
Is it like not the right thing to be doing to be joking about that? I don't know.
It's
Is it
fine.
PC? I think it's okay.
It's fine.
It's over 100-year tax. So I think we're talking. We'll cover it.
That's so true.
Yeah, look, I'm starting to get it tapped out with my feed.
Any comments? Is Jeff? Yeah, man, Jeff. Normally.
Jeff's not there.
no one.
No
And
comment.
no one.
no
Not
John,
great.
because he's at the World Cup. He's
Yes, long time
Seems to
listener,
love it.
John. He's
Yeah.
over in Vancouver.
He could be listening. We don't know. But
Maybe asleep.
the time
Could be.
difference. Could be.
yeah.
Oh, they'd be getting up. He's probably having breakfast.
He's actually not in Vancouver.
He's in Seattle.
And it was.
and he went up to the vet.
His
Yeah,
plane
okay.
flight would have been 10 hours at roughly 5 o'clock this morning from what he would have told me. 5 o'clock our time. I don't know what it is over there.
What was that?
That's a wrestling meme.
A Japanese player just.
No, it's yeah. You have
Is-
to
is
you have to
ref-
you have to know your
Can we
wrestling.
talk about how ridiculous it was that there was a UFC fight in front of the White House?
Why?
It's
We don't we
ridiculous.
don't talk about this stuff for that
no,
reason.
we don't talk about the UFC. We're not talking about it. We're talking about the fight that was in front of the White House.
I just find it funny that to open the weigh-in, they had a bald eagle fly in, and
God.
they had Supercross motorbikes doing backflips and stuff over the White House.
Like, can you picture
It's so
A-
American.
fight in front of the
Yes,
Canberra
I can.
Parliament?
Oh, Canberra? Yeah. Pauline Hanson and and
Yeah, well,
someone.
yeah.
Bob Cutter.
Well, but that's literally what it is. They've put a UFC ring in front of the White House. That would be like putting it in front of the Canberra Parliament in Australia.
Yeah.
Or Kirribilli.
No, I get it.
Good old Kirribilli.
Kirribilli. Imagine that.
It'd be weird.
It's stupid.
Can you imagine the Volk
It's
fighting
stupid.
in front of Albo?
Oh,
Real quickly, considering let's finish this off with put closest to the pin. So Curacao conceded 7 against Germany.
Mhm.
So the first game,
Okay. Yep.
Spain versus Cape Verde. I'm saying 9. Spain will score 9.
Oh,
9 goals.
8. I'll go 8.
We're going to put something on this. Let's make this a bit of fun.
I'm gonna go. They're gonna look towards the long
haul.
and play their bees, as many bees as
For
they
the
can.
first match of the tournament, go on that option already.
Yeah.
Or do you make a statement early?
I just go bang.
I'm going 4-0.
Only 4.
I think only
So
4.
are we going to put something on this, boys?
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're the best position with that bet because anything
Yeah.
less than 6, you win. Okay, fair. You said no. That's
No, all right. Yeah.
Oh,
you when you put it that way. Whoever brings the cokes next. Yeah. Well,
I'm not part of this.
We'll bring you.
I'll bring you
something.
a nice
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
get you
done.
what you want.
Tell you what, the game's is tomorrow morning.
Because I'm running out of cokes, Hookie. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I've always said, I've always offered. You said, no, I'll buy them. The other game's Belgium, Egypt. Well, Mo Salah, can he make one last impact in a big tournament? Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. You know what Uruguay's fan base are going in Melbourne?
Uruguay.
Great Northern Hotel in Carlton. I never thought Carlton was a South American
Really?
palace.
That's a bit
And then
strange.
the game at 11 o'clock. Oh, this is not one for the memory bank. Iran versus New Zealand. I don't think I'll be doing a geography
New
lesson
Zealand
in
can get a
class.
win there.
Well, they're every chance.
I mean, Iran goes in as favourites, but New Zealand can win.
The Whites, what are they called? What's their team called?
All Whites.
The All Whites.
I think
yes.
they are the All
Yeah,
Whites.
correct.
Now, 5 a.m. on Saturday morning. It's either going to be the world's latest beer or the world's earliest beer. What are we going with?
World's
fellas?
earliest goon bag.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's go with that.
A long neck Melbourne bitter.
Well, I've got 5 a.m. for the soccer. Melbourne's playing Adelaide at 1:15, and then the Ice play at 4:45.
Oh,
I'm on the couch all day.
I think you need a nap
nice.
in between. It's quietly a nap between the soccer and the footy.
I'll be 5 a.m. is okay.
It's a 4 hour gap, a 6 hour gap. Sure, you need a
Yeah,
bit of
okay.
sleep in
Yeah, have a
between.
little nap.
Yeah, I'll
Get
have
it in.
All right,
Get
yeah.
it in. Yeah, may as well.
Done.
Done.
Sammy, thanks. Well, what's Scooby Doo? What's happening to Scooby Doo? Tell you, I'm loving what's coming up on your laptop.
My algorithm's all over the place.
Done.
Billy's Bake. Anyway, thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy.
Your weekly pint of sports juice, presented by the Keys Leisure Centre, Preston. Eat, drink, and bowl at the Keys sprawling beer gardens, lanes, arcade bar, and bistro. Let's go, lads.